Howdy folks, Anthony here, director of Gems on VHS. You know, I've been all over the world recording folk music, but the one place I return to time and time again is Ireland. Tin whistles, plectrum banjos, and good crack, they got a little bit of everything down there. It was actually in Dundalk, Ireland, that I met this rambunctious young group of folk musicians named the Mary Wallopers. They showed me that town of theirs that separates the north from the Republic of Ireland. And along the way, we met a whole bunch of unforgettable characters. Got drunk enough to forget them, and shared a lot of folk songs. Hell, I even got into a fight at 2 in the morning outside a pub. Don't take my word for it, though. Let's watch.
What's the point?
Where will we go?
Go to Roach Castle.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What? Roach Castle's left here, isn't it?
No, straight. And I was coming out of the pub and some person pulled up in a car and was like, "Did you get your vaccine yet? I know you work for George Soros," and all this stuff. But they genuinely thought we worked for George Soros.
We barely work for ourselves.
I don't even really know anything about him, to be honest.
He's an old lad, old rich cunt. He's probably a fucking bastard, like God is saying.
Yeah.
George Soros is the best.
We call him the boss because we work for him.
Yeah. We're like two henchmen for George Soros. We're like oh, okay, boss.
Yeah, we do anything he says, but we're always like,
oh, I didn't know I could do that.
And we're kind of clumsy, like, but
we're always dropping his microchips.
And George is like,
no, you idiot. So some people have the nerve to think that over there is the UK, but it's not.
What is it?
It's Ireland still. They just call it the UK, like.
it was so hard for them to police this area in South Armagh because all these rolling hills and stuff. Obviously, the IRA was like a guerrilla army, so they'd be able to hide and skip over the border so easily. But it got to a point that the British Army would only travel by helicopter in this area.
But then they started shooting down the helicopters.
They used to hide rocket launchers that they made themselves inside like construction equipment and pull it out and shoot a helicopter and then hide it in it again.
Helicopters went down.
Yeah.
There's footage. We can show you the footage on YouTube, like. This is the castle, Roach Castle. You're going to have to cross a fence.
Half a fence?
Yeah, I don't know if in America you have gates, like. That fella there loves riding sheep. He has sex with the animals.
But the worst thing is he never calls them back.
Yeah, I ghost them.
That's the worst thing about that. I might see around us or something.
Yeah, okay, fuck it. This is a song written by Dominic Behan, brother of Brendan Behan and songwriter extraordinaire. And it's a song about how we're so lucky to be an island and surrounded by water. It's a song called The Sea Around Us. Some say that the lakes of Killarney are fair. No stream like the Liffey could ever compare. If it's water you want, you'll find nothing more rare than the stuff they make down by the ocean. The sea, oh the sea is the Grogal Muckree. Long may it stay between England and me. It's a sure guarantee that somehow we'll be free. Thank God we're surrounded by water. Tom Moore had his waters meet fame and renown, a great lover of anything the rest in a crown. In Brandy the Bandy, old Saxony the round, and throw near a drop into the ocean. The sea, oh the sea is the Grogal Muckree. Long may it stay between England and me. It's a sure guarantee that somehow we'll be free. Thank God we're surrounded by water. Oh, the Scotch have their whiskey, the Welsh have their speech. Their poets are paid about 10 pence a week, provided no hard word on England they speak. Oh God, what a price for devotion. And the sea, oh the sea is the Grogal Muckree. Long may it stay between England and me. It's a sure guarantee that somehow we'll be free. Thank God we're surrounded by water. And the Danes came to Ireland with nothing to do except dream of the plundered old Irish they slew. You will in your Viking, said Brian Boru, and he kicked them back into the water. The sea, oh the sea is the Grog and Cree, along its stay between England and me. It's a sure guarantee that somehow we'll be free. Thank God we're surrounded by water. Oh, two foreign monarchs in battle did join, each seeing their heads on the side of a coin. If the Irish had sense, they'd drown both in the Boyne and partition throw into the ocean. The sea, oh the sea is the Grog and Cree, along its stay between England and me. It's a sure guarantee that somehow we'll be free. Thank God we're surrounded, thank God we're surrounded, thank God we're surrounded by water.
10 sheep have been found dead at Castle Roach. Was it aliens? Was it the British
Was it
military
aliens
testing
or was
weapons?
it the MI5?
Was it MI5 technology?
The MI5.
The MI5.
The MI5 are known for operating.
Play first anyway. You can't be singing on an empty stomach. There's the other fella's at home sitting on his arse, but he's coming in.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, so we'll see that. We'll see you in there anyway.
That's okay.
How are you now?
How are you?
Look, he's already doing it. He didn't even say hello or nothing.
I did say hello.
No, this fella here, the American.
Hello.
Hi. He's from Tennessee.
Oh, Johnny Cash.
And what has you in Ireland?
These guys right here.
The Mary
Came over
Wallopers.
the videos.
So you know these guys real well?
No, we don't know him at all.
Never met him until he was in our house.
Right.
He likes our songs, can you imagine?
From Tennessee, like?
Yeah, he has little to be doing, coming over recording us.
I know.
There's no music over there, you see.
Yeah.
Come over and get
They have
ours.
nothing over here. They had to come over and get our
there
music.
must be lunatics in Tennessee as well.
We told him this is the best fry. Look at that.
Sean, your phone.
Who am I calling? Only Sean McKenna. And he arrives.
How he is doing?
Some guy.
He arrives. Look at him.
Which is that?
You're looking very fresh, might I add, Sean.
Lady. It's a lady's jumper.
That wouldn't bother you at all.
No. He's
Sounds like a
lovely.
progressive kind of lad.
Everyone says it's lovely.
Ah, good on you. And you're not eating a fry with us now.
No.
You're too good for a fry, eh?
I got a fry button a roll earlier this morning.
Did you?
Myself.
Did your mammy do that for you?
No, at home and then the shop did. I should have said your mammy did. That would have been the right answer. That's cold.
I'm gonna leave and start my own band that doesn't make fun of people's mothers. It's so disrespectful. Darn.
Look at this.
Do you have a brown sauce there?
I used to be really weird about mixing the sauce and the egg yolk, but now I just don't care. Like.
Really?
Oh, Sean, you really have come on a lot.
Sean has this motto. I don't know if you've ever heard of it before, but he always says, "Live, laugh, love."
Live, laugh, love.
That's what Sean said.
I always say.
Drink a pint. That's what Sean always says.
Sugar is optional.
Sugar is optional
To taste.
if you're sweet enough. Americans don't normally drink tea like this, but if you've a bit of head on you, if you're a bit hungover, you can put in sugar into the tea. I'll tell you something now, there's not
Chemistry.
a thing in this country a cup of tea can't fix. If you were shot in the head and someone would give you a cup of tea with sugar in it for the shock.
Why is your hand shaking like that?
Because I'm nervous on camera.
We could just pretend that Sean says that.
Sean's eating. That Sean was so hungry he gobbled it up immediately.
That man, there's two things he will demolish without even thinking, a fry and a pint.
I'm gonna leave and start my own band. We're the Mary Wallopers. We're here in the Sunray in Dundalk, the greatest restaurant in the entire world. And we're gonna do a song, called Eileen Oak. Oh, Eileen Oak, now that my darling's name is true, the barony, her features they were famous. If we loved her, who was there to blame us? Or wasn't she the pride of Petrogor? But her beauty made us all so shy, A devil, one among us, could look her in the eye. Boys, oh boys, now that's the reason why. We're in mourning for the pride of Petrobor. Oh, Eileen, oh, we had to turn the grey ever since the day you wandered far away. Eileen, oh, there's good fish in the sea, but there's none of them like the pride of Petrobor. Oh, Friday at the fair in Ballintubber, Eileen met my dad, the cattle jobber. I'd like to set the mark upon the robber who stole it with the pride of Petrobor. Oh, he never seemed to see the girl at all, even when she ogled him from underneath her shawl. Looking big and masterful, she was looking small, provoking to the pride of Petrobor. Oh, Eileen, oh, me heart is turning grey ever since the day you wandered far away. Eileen, oh, there's good fish in the sea, but there's none of them like the pride of Petrobor. Oh, now it went as wasn't the beginning. Eileen, oh, went upon the winning. That old McGrath, he just kept on grinning. Heart with the pride of Petrobor. Sadly, here you know a girl who knocked into fits with that. Now Eileen, she nearly lost her wits. The upside of the ruction, now the fella sits with his hammer and the pride of Petrobor. Oh, Eileen, oh, me heart is turning grey ever since the day you wandered far away. Eileen, oh, there's good fish in the sea, but there's none of them like the pride of Petrobor. Oh boys, with truth is hard to grapple. Of me eye. Now Eileen was the apple. Now I see her waltzing out the chapel, the hardest featured man in Petrobor. Oh boys, the key to what I say when you're courting the break no display. You want them turn after you, look the other way. They're mostly like the pride of Petrobor. Oh Eileen, oh, me heart is turning grey ever since the day you wandered far away. Eileen, oh, there's good fish in the sea, but there's none of them like the pride of Petrobor. None of them like the pride of Petrobor.
That's the best one.
Oh!
That was powerful.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant.
Thanks very much.
Absolutely.
Sure, yous are brilliant.
Huh?
Sure, yous are brilliant. That's why we come in.
Like, I mean, we have to entertain you, like. Well,
That's it. That's usually the way. And we're hard to entertain, I suppose.
Right, do you have any cash?
No. To Sean. Sean, have you got cash?
I got cash.
Yeah. Right. You pay for our food, so.
I have 15 here. I just have.
I don't have any cash. Huh?
Food's on the house.
The whole lot.
No.
We should be so lucky.
We should be paying to use the place.
Jeez, that is like one of them days now. I could just be drinking tea like there's no tomorrow. Oh,
That's good. Cheers.
that's it. You should have started charging at the door.
Yeah, cheers.
what we should have done.
We should have done that.
Next time.
Next time.
Yes.
He stands at the door taking all the money, and if anyone starts any rows, that fella there, you know, he doesn't look too tall, but he will sort out all the rows.
That's true, yeah.
There'll be no messing in here with you here.
Come on, he has to be in it. He has to be in it. Oh yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Before the famous.
Come on, hop in there, you.
Infamous.
Oh yeah. Come on,
On the wee man. Like, stand in there.
hop in here.
Stand in there.
Hop in there.
Big smile, like, big smile.
The one of you want to get a photo as well.
Legend.
That's right,
Good man. Keep up the dancing.
Keep up the dancing, boy.
I see
Lovely. See you soon, lad. See you soon.
I gotta get my bag.
Oh yeah, sound. Right, we'll walk down to the van. Are you well, boy? Long time no see. Just out fucking visiting Pat. Out visiting Pat. There's a fellow over from America videoing us, so we were like, we'll take you out here. Show you the border.
It's really just
There you are, Pat. There, that's yours. You fucking knock into that.
Drink whiskey, no?
We don't drink that much of it. We have too much to drink, Pat. It's wet. We did up postcards, Mary Wallopers postcards. We may fucking bring them. Oh, you got one. Sound. Yeah, do you like that?
I'm going to blow it up.
And put it up here?
Yeah.
Oh, fucking go ahead. Yeah.
I might get you whenever I blow it up because saying.
So how did you get this collection, man?
It's so big. Where'd you get all this stuff?
I tell you, some of it I can't tell you though. Lee Enfield rifle.
No, sir.
Sorry, it's not America.
No, in 1901. And the boy took it out. His grandfather used it in the First World War. It was used in the uprising in Dublin.
In 1916.
1916.
It was used for essentially 100 years.
Yeah.
You'd hate to be the fella stuck with that in 1970 that everyone else was
Yeah, fuck. I tell you, it works though. And you'd just still be shooting people with this now.
Huh?
You'd just still be shooting robbers with this. It's just a snappy
The
name.
same gun was
But
used
we take it
from
down.
World War One up until
What'd you do?
1957.
Fuck.
There's letters from the H blocks in the north, where a lot of people were kept prisoner. They'd sneak out messages, but this letter is this blown up here. But they would have wrote it on pieces of Bible and then put it in their mouth and then kissed someone or something to get it out. So that's a real letter that came from the prison. Yeah, here. A 16-year-old boy writing to his mother saying that he's going to be executed in the morning in 1923 in Dundalk because he was caught for being in the IRA. And he's like, "Dear mother, do not be sorry for me, for I will be with Father in heaven, and I will watch over you while I live the longest life." But it's like there's the full letter written from a 16-year-old who's about to be murdered, which is mad. But I don't know, there's crazy stuff here, you know.
Jerry Adams.
And you know him? He's the head of Sinn Féin. And there he is with Nelson Mandela as well. He was the only Irish politician who was invited to Mandela's funeral, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Where's that badge?
And he signed
He
it.
signed it.
He signed it. See that here? I had to make that Jerry up there. See all their photographs up there now.
Yeah, there's you with him there.
Yeah.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Worst kept secret in
Yeah.
Ireland, he was probably the head of the IRA.
It was a bit down in
Oh,
When
lad,
would that
here.
be from?
Oh, the 1800s.
1800s.
Yeah.
Geez, you wouldn't like that going into your gut.
No.
From accident.
Oh, fuck, that suits you, hey. That suits
Put
you.
his hand over here.
He looks like he is going to fucking kick the stones of someone
I
now.
wouldn't fuck with you.
That's
Not
a
what you think
rubber
it is.
bullet.
I was going to say that.
The rubber bullet.
That's supposed to be non-lethal. That is lethal.
So when there was protests or stuff in the north, the British Army would shoot these at people, but they were supposed to.
You're supposed to shoot them at the ground, and then they ricochet and hit people.
Oh, but of course they would.
But they're like,
There was loads of children.
any disabled child they saw, they're like, right, that one's in a wheelchair, get him.
Get him, he looks Irish.
Get him, he looks Irish.
All last.
We're going to do a song called "God Bless England," written by Padraig Kearney, who wrote the national anthem.
It's a song about, it's not a funny song, it's about how much we love England. That's what it's about.
I'll tell you a tale of peace and love.
Oh,
A whack for the diddle and the dido day.
Of a land that rules all lands above.
A whack for the diddle and the dido day. May peace and plenty be our share, who kept our homes from want and tear. Oh, God bless England is our prayer. Whack for the diddle and the dido day. Whack for the diddle and the dido day. So we say, hip hooray! Come and listen while we pray. Whack for the diddle and the dido day.
When we were savage, fierce and wild.
Whack for the diddle and the dido day.
She came like a mother to her only child.
Whack for the diddle and the dido day.
She took us from primeval slime and kept our hands from want and crime. And she sent us to heaven in her own good time.
Whack for the diddle and the dido day. Whack for the diddle and the dido day. So we say, hip hooray! Come and listen while we play. Whack for the diddle and the dido day.
Our fathers oft were naughty boys,
Whack for the diddle and the dido day.
for guns and pikes are dangerous toys.
Whack for the diddle and the dido day.
From the GPO to Boland's Mill, we made Mother England cry hard fell. But old Britannia loves us still.
Whack for the diddle and the dido day. Whack for the diddle and the dido day. So we say, hip hooray! Come and listen while we pray. Whack for the diddle and the dido day.
Now Irishmen forget the past
Whack for the diddle and the dido day.
and think of a day that's coming fast,
Whack for the diddle and the dido day.
when we shall all be civilized, neat and clean and well advised. Oh, won't Mother England be surprised? Whack for the diddle and the dido-day, whack for the diddle and the dido-day. So we say, everybody, come and listen while we play. Whack for the diddle and the dido-day, whack for the diddle and the dido-day. So we say, everybody, God bless England. So we'll say, whack for the diddle and the dido-day. You want to get me kissing the Queen?
I gave a girlfriend.
She hasn't long left. The poor woman. That poor woman's been through an awful lot.
But you don't have to worry about the heating bill for Buckingham Palace when she's burning in hell.
This is a recording of a gun battle between the IRA and the British Army from Crossmaglen.
This is how I'd be going out in the battle.
This is the police station at Crossmaglen that was attacked. I went to Ireland to visit Mary Wallopers. Oh, where did they bring you? The pub repeatedly.
All the time. Just
All
pub,
the
pub,
time.
pub, pub, pub.
Oh yeah, there's loads to see, but they just brought me to pub over and over again.
We went to a castle. I feel like my brain's so much bigger after going to the castle.
Jesus Christ almighty.
Clear the way.
Can I take this off? Is that alright?
Yeah, that's alright.
Judge.
What are you doing now?
So this is a song about spending all your money on pints and drugs and sex and stuff like that. Or, I don't know.
With me slumber. Oh, all of my dole, I spend it, don't you know? Ah, drinking dirty, creamy pints. Oh, well, it's all for me grog, jolly, jolly grog. It's all for me beer and tobacco. Very sad, tell me then, but the ladies are getting across the western ocean and my son. It's all for me grog, jolly, jolly grog. It's all for me beer and tobacco. Very sad, tell me then, but the ladies are getting across the western ocean and my son.
Well done.
What's the crack?
Who let you in?
I'm taking the 10 red.
Guys. Well, that was quite the adventure, wasn't it? One thing I've learned in my travels across the world recording folk music is there's no better way to learn somebody's story than to have them sing it to you. Charles and Andrew have an infectious energy and charisma that wraps you up and sweeps you off your feet. Even the most formidable pub crowd is quiet as soon as they hear the first note. One thing I respect about the Hendy brothers, Charles and Andrew's approach, is their use of folk music as a regular tool of the working people. Because folk music is the people's music. And it's their story. If you want to buy one of these VHS tapes, go on to our website and get one for your grandma. Also, thank you to all our Patreon supporters. Wouldn't be able to do that without you. Until next time, see you in some corner of the world, maybe sharing your own songs with us. Thanks.